Hey, today I wanted to show you kind of something different. It's still very much AI related, very much AI writing related, but we're going to take that mini horror story that Mistral Large gave us through Poe, and then I'm going to show you kind of how I would make a video from it. And so, yeah, it's very simple actually. And the only thing that you'll need for this is actually just Canva Pro. So that's $13 a month, and that's just because we're going to be using some of the videos. You can absolutely use a different software for making a video, like Clipchamp or, InShot. Any of the other ones are absolutely fine for this. I have Canva Pro, so it's easy for me just to use it. So this, if you don't remember, this is the mini horror story. You start off with, hey, we're going to write a horror story, and then everything that the horror story is, beyond, hey, it's a horror story, was just Mistral Large. I didn't change anything. I just prompted it for the scene beats, prompted it for the prose, and then took that prose, cleaned it up to remove like the scene 2 stuff to make it one coherent story. I didn't edit anything at all. I just took out, like where it says scene 2, those are removed. So it became about 1,000 words. It's not great, I'll tell you that right now. It definitely needs expanded if you were going to use it. It needs edits, but for what it is, it's fine. Here's the, Here's the original thumbnail for that YouTube video. And then all I did was resize a magic switch to make the YouTube video, but to get the voices for the AI, I went to 11 Labs. And I don't have a subscription to 11 Labs, so they will be on the video, in the little content box for YouTube, where it'll just say that it was done by 11 Labs. You have to reference it because you don't have a subscription. And I would have been able to do the entire video, or the entire short story, except that, I kind of ran out of credits because I didn't like the original few voices that I tried. So it goes until, it's missing the last few lines. So it's missing from here, these 4 little paragraphs, it's going to be missing. And that's okay. If I was doing this as, the YouTube where I share these stories, and it's an ongoing thing, absolutely I would have the whole video, but this is just an example to show you guys, kind of how it all works. I'll play a little bit of this, and then I'll be putting the whole video out at some point. I just need to have the rest of the credits. They refill every month though. But let me go ahead and play it for you so that you can kind of see, how it sounds, what it sounds like.
The headlights of the old sedan cut through the dense fog as Alex and Jordan drove towards the long-abandoned Ravenswood Asylum. The darkness outside seemed to press against the car, creating an oppressive atmosphere that left both of them on edge. "You know, I've heard stories about this place," Jordan said, his voice barely above a whisper. "People say they've seen ghosts wandering the halls and heard strange noises coming from inside." Alex glanced at him, offering a reassuring smile. "I've heard those stories too, but I have my reasons for wanting to explore the asylum. You know that." Jordan nodded, his fingers drumming nervously on the armrest. "Yeah, I know. Your grandmother was a patient here, right?" "That's right," Alex replied, their grip tightening on the steering wheel. "I need to know what really happened to her. And besides, you're here with me. What could possibly go wrong?" The car pulled up to the entrance of the asylum, and Alex and Jordan stepped out, their breath visible in the cold air. The imposing building loomed before them, its once white walls now stained and crumbling. The heavy wooden doors stood slightly.
So that's Josh, and I like Josh's voice for this kind of story. The reason that it took a little while for me of going through voices, and the reason that I'm not releasing the whole thing right now, is because I also tried out voices like Thomas, which, here's Thomas, and Thomas is great for some things, but would not work in this context.
I'd rather regret the things that I have done than the things that I have not done.
And then there's Harry.
Friends show their love in times of trouble, not in happiness.
And then I also tried out Jesse.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine.
So for me, Josh definitely worked best in the context that I wanted. For kind of the slower, get you into the story, a little bit of a thriller horror vibe. I think Josh's voice works really well. So then from this thumbnail, I copied, made this one, and then I took this and then made it a video. So then that's over here. And then all you do is you take these, you download them, they'll go up to your little downloads folder, and then you just drag and drop over here. So this should be the first one. You gonna play? Yeah, I'm gonna put you down here. And then the title screen, I'm not going to keep on for more than a few seconds, maybe 3, but all you have to do to kind of expand it is that. And then from here, you're just going to go to Elements, and then, let's see here. No, it's actually under, no, that's audio if you want to use their audio. They have their own music. But let's do car driving toward asylum. Is that a thing? And we're going to do videos. It's going to show cars driving. I want spooky. And the 49 seconds is not bad. That one where it's just kind of an overhead of driving, but let's see if we can go spookier. Okay. I like the asylum clip right there. Interesting, interesting. This could work. And I don't really like that one, but let's do this one. I'm not going to have it be as long as it is right now. Maybe 10 seconds. Let's do maybe 8 seconds. Alright, and then I'm going to do the asylum. Yeah, maybe if I could spell. Let's see here. I like the ghost thing, but the ghost thing is going to be later. No, dark and spooky, maybe. Spooky. Let's see here. That'll work. Let's see, we did this one for 8. Let's do this one for 8 as well. Let's see how it's looking. Drag it back here. Move this back over here so it lines up. And give it a little bit to load. And now we've got about 19 seconds of actual footage, and the whole thing is about, 7 minutes, roughly. So, let's let it do its thing. You're going to do it this way then instead? Or are you going to be really slow about it? I'm going to pause the video so that you guys don't have to wait for it to load. Alright, so I got it to work. It just took a little bit and I had to refresh, so nothing major. So this is where we are right now, going from the story. We put it in, 11 Labs narrated it, and we've got a couple clips. There's still a ton more to do before this is a video that could go out, unless you wanted to just have one background, and then, cool. Yeah, there you go. You don't have to worry about getting multiple clips or anything like that. But I like having multiple clips. So here's where we are right now. It's only 19 seconds long.
The headlights of the old sedan cut through the dense fog as Alex and Jordan drove towards the long-abandoned Ravenswood asylum. The darkness outside seemed to press against the car, creating an oppressive atmosphere that left both of them on edge. "You know, I've heard stories about this place," Jordan said, his voice barely...
Yeah, so just looking at this right now, I would make the title screen a little shorter, meaning less seconds, and then I would start the audio a little after the title screen so that it's like, we're here, and then, ooh, this looks interesting, and then when we go to
as Alex and Jordan drove
here,
towards the
this
long-abandoned
is where we
Ravenswood
start.
asylum.
I like the whole driving one. We'll probably do a better transition into this. Make that a little smoother. But you get the idea. It's not hard to do at all. It's incredibly simple. So like this, I would shorten to 3. Let's go. No, let's go. 2 is fine. Then we're going to add a transition. 2. Dissolve is nice. That's not going to work. No. No. You see, there's lots of different things that you can do. And this is all just Canva. Canva has a ton of good stuff in it. Like if we did dissolve, and then if we added dissolve here, that would look like this.
And cut through the dense fog as Alex and Jordan drove toward...
And then if we took our audio and actually started it here, it would look like...
The headlights of the old sedan cut through the dense fog as Alex and Jordan drove towards the long-abandoned Ravenswood asylum. The darkness outside seemed to press against the car, creating an oppressive atmosphere that left both of them on edge. "You know..."
So see, it's a little bit...
The headlight...
Stop. So it's a little bit smoother. It's a little bit nicer. And as you saw, it's just that easy to just fix it, flip it, make it better. So if you haven't played with Canva and their videos and their video editing software, definitely give it a try. It is fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.